Humanity's future is brilliant, brighter than you can possibly imagine. May 26, 2013. Humanity's journey towards awakening is almost complete. Because so many of you are intending to engage with the divine field of love enveloping you, and it is your intentions that make it happen, its influence has now intensified to such an extent that all on earth are now in communion with it. True, many are not conscious of this engagement, but it is a little like dropping some dye into a jug of water. Stir the water and it all assumes the color of the dye. Everyone on earth is now being deeply influenced by the field of divine love. This has been planned since the moment of your apparent separation from reality as an essential part of your awakening process, and due to the stalwart efforts of so many holy ones over the eons and the light bearers and way showers presently on earth, it has now come to pass. There are still some wrinkles and distortions that have to be ironed out, but humanity is firmly and irreversibly ensconced on its path to awakening. Awareness of the desperate need for change in almost every area of human activity is bursting forth globally, and many new organizations are forming to cooperate and coordinate activities which support, encourage, and enable these changes to be put into effect. Continue to pray, meditate, and send love to all who are suffering, because that is also an enormously powerful and effective use of intention, and it helps in the establishment of firm foundations for these essential new organizations. Their aim, even though many of them are not yet fully aware of the power of their collective intent, is harmonious cooperation across the globe for the welfare of humanity and the planet that supports you. And that aim will be gloriously achieved. The power of your harmonious and coordinated collective intent is unleashing a copious flow of energy, love, on the scale never before seen on your planet, which will join with your individual energy fields and unite them into one potent whole, which will forever change the energy field of the planet, dissolving all that is dark and unloving. Humanity's future is brilliant, brighter than you can possibly imagine, because the dark, the unloving has been filling your minds with nightmares and doomsday scenarios that have caused an almost constant sense of alarm to invade your personal space. Love will replace and sweep away that unreal sense of angst with which so many of you have lived for so long. Awakening from your long and seemingly interminable nightmare of fear and suffering is to be an occasion for rejoicing on an unprecedented scale. The happiness and the wonder into which you are going to arise will far surpass your wildest hopes and dreams. All that you have to do is to continue holding the intent to awaken, and as you do so, allow all sense of fear, anger, bitterness, betrayal, resentment and unfairness to just fall away, thus allowing love and all its aspects, compassion, acceptance, understanding, generosity, and forgiveness, to name just a few, to fill your hearts. You know at the depths of your being, at your center where the flame of divine love resides eternally, that any aspects or concepts that are not in alignment with love and to which you are still holding on are like a cloak of darkness under which you are hiding from the light. Just release them, let them go, and allow that love, your life force, to fill you and bring you back to life. Love is the answer. It is the only answer, and yet you allowed yourselves to fall into fear and remain there, convincing yourselves that fear must be overcome by the denial of love, by judging and condemning those whose beliefs are not in agreement with your own, and then by demonizing and attempting to destroy them. When you are driven and guided by fear, your hearts are closed off, shut down, in a state of hibernation and unawareness, to enable you to use your fear as a tool that you think will provide you with the means to build impregnable defenses against your enemies. You have been doing this for eons, and always this belief in, and engagement with, the forces of destruction have failed you. Wars have been constant, and in the long run their outcome has always been the same, total failure to achieve lasting peace. Why? Because the forces of fear and destruction demand retaliation, restitution, and vengeance. There can be no end to it until you let it go and recognize and respond to the call for love, which fear should always elicit, with love. It is really very simple, but fear encourages you to believe otherwise, despite the evidence that demonstrates to you over and over again that when violence rules there are only losers. the constant assistance offered to you from the spiritual realms and from the depths of your own hearts will strengthen your courage, your invincible courage to embrace love, to engage with love so that you can awaken from the nightmare that has held you in its thrall for far too long. Allow love, the wisdom of your hearts, to guide and motivate you as you enter into the final stages of the awakening process, because you know it is the way home. With so very much love, Saul. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com